Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve here, back yet again with some Manchester United latest transfer news, and it is about Paul Pogba yet again. I know you guys seen, most of you, well, if you have seen my last video that I did yesterday, it was around Paul Pogba potentially leaving, but today it has come to a pretty much confirmation. I wouldn't say pretty much confirmation, I would say a confirmation of Paul Pogba wanting to leave Manchester United. Now you can see in the article that came out a few hours ago from BBC, and BBC's, if you guys know anything about me, one thing you guys should know about me, anything that is pretty much anything that is reported in the BBC, I believe it. It's a trustworthy source. They don't dilly-dally around like Sky Sports where rumours and everything. Yes, they have the gossip section, but it is the main headline news, one of the main headline news. And it says, Paul Pogba, my midfielder, says now could be a good time to leave. Now he said that. Now could be a good time to leave. That was a direct quote from him. There was no middleman involved or reporter involved that assuming he said that, or maybe he meant that. No, this is what he has said exactly. I'm going to read you out the article and make your own decision for yourself. Manchester United's Paul Pogba says this summer could be a good time to move elsewhere. The France World Cup winner has been linked with a big money move to Spanish giants Real Madrid or former club Juventus. However, the 26-year-old midfielder, who is named the PFA Team of the Year in 18-19, which I don't know how he got in there by the way, is contracted to the Premier League club until July 2021. Now this is exactly what he said, quote by quote. I am thinking of this to have a new challenge somewhere else, Pogba said. For me, I have been for 3 years in Manchester and have been doing great. Some good moments and some bad moments, like everybody, like everywhere else. After this season and everything that happened this season, with my season being my best season as well, I think for me it could be a good time to have a new challenge. And obviously it just goes on, different article, but these are direct. I'll leave these quotes highlighted so you guys can read it as I talk. These are direct quotes from Mr. Paul Pogba himself. Now, where do I stand in this? At this current state, get rid of him. It's as simple as that. This is where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to be. He needs to put his foot down and foot up his ass and boot him out of the club. He needs to be told that Manchester United are bigger than him. We have survived players who is twice the players as him, 3 times the player as him, achieved 10 times more than him, contributed 10 times more than him in the past, and we're still standing, and we will survive after him. Okay, now I'm not bashing his technical abilities. He is a fantastic player, a world-class midfielder, but if his heart is not on it or in it, imagine him having a bad season. I mean, he had a poor season. Well, the team had a poor season. He had an okay season. But if he's playing crap while in a good mood, imagine he's playing crap while in a bad mood. Imagine holding on to a player that is unhappy, and he has such a huge influence in our dressing room. Imagine how many players he can influence because of his attitude. Too much media is around him, too much Instagrams around him, too much whatever's around him. It is not good for United. It's simple as that. Kick him out, take Madrid or Juventus to the dryers, demand a fee, and take the money and invest in players that are good enough. I'm talking about Bruno Fernandes here. About 43 games or 40 games, if you guys seen my top 3 midfielders that we need to sign. 20 goals, 19 assists. Young, talented, hungry, Portuguese. Start investing. Start investing in different players. Okay? Pogba is someone who needs a team to be built around him to be able to perform to the highest standard. Imagine we do build a team around him this season and he stays, but he starts performing bad. What do you think is going to happen to the team? Especially if it's built around him. Sell him, recoup the money, add it to the transfer, add it to the transfer budget, whatever transfer budget we have, add it, not minus it or not give bits on it, and go all out for few players. Okay, now we're going to talk about delete a little bit here. Now, there was a theory going around, I've been reading, that Raiola, who's Pogba's agent and who also represents delete during these negotiations, he wants United to sell Pogba, and in return he will convince delete to come to United. As it stands, I will take that, you know, getting £100+ million for Paul Pogba, then investing that on a top centre back who is clearly way above our league, who is clearly way above our defenders that we have currently, who can only get better. It's a win-win situation. Get rid of a bad apple, he clearly wants to be there. Get a potential leader in the future, a leader. Delete is a leader, you can just see it. 19. What was Pogba doing when he was 19? Running off to Serie A, when he could have played alongside the likes under Sir Alex, Ronaldo, Beckham, Giggs, Keane, Scholes. He could have played alongside any of these guys. He ran. He could have won a lot more. You know, Juventus, let's face it, just like the French league, it's not a very competitive. There's good teams there, but it's not really competitive. If you want to make it, you try to make it in the Premiership. At the moment, Premiership is the best league in the world. The sheer amount of competitiveness in the league, the different types of winners, you can see some of the best managers are in the league, some of the best players in the league. The revenue is soaring high, and it'll only get better and better. Pogba, for me personally, he needs to be booted out tomorrow. Get rid of him. Monday, first day of the business week. Kick him out. Mean business. Recoup the money. Invest. Get your delete. You'll have the money to get Sancho. Okay, we'll talk about that later on. But he has come out and said those exact quotes. Not making it up, is right there. These are from his mouth. I am thinking of this to have a new challenger somewhere else. You can't go, it's black and white. You can't go back from this. You're saying that. If you're saying that and we keep him this season, I don't know how I'll react. I don't know how many of you will react. Clearly a talent, but no talent in the mind. You know, imagine him selling us. I don't mind even a swap deal with some money. Madrid, take him. Zidane's a fan of him. He's a fan of Zidane. Take him. Give us back someone. They've got Asensio, Isco. Isco would be fantastic for us. Asensio will be fantastic for us. That's a void we need filling anyway. Invest the other money into the midfield. As simple as that. But anyway, guys, that's enough me sort of ranting. This is the latest Manchester United transfer news around Paul Pogba, that Paul Pogba wants out of United officially. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next upload.